All right. So the draw has just come out for the Qatar Open. It's now a 1,000 event permanently. It's been upgraded from a 500 event. It used to alternate with Dubai with 1,000 status. Now it's going to be a 1,000 event alongside Dubai next week, which is also a 1,000 event. But let's go to the players that are not playing because we have some big names that are not playing the first 1,000 event of the year. All right, so we have Pegula. She pulled out. She has, I think, a neck problem. Mukova. Still injured, pulled out of this event with a wrist injury still that she's been carrying since the US Open. Sabalenka, she pulled out as well, more so because of fatigue or maybe just wants to rest for the next few weeks just to get, she won the Australian Open, she just wants to chill. And another player, Svitolina, she's not there either, so she is also withdrawn from the event. But let's go to the top of the draw. 16 seeds in this one, top 8 seeds get a bye in the first round. Iga Swiatek, she gets a bye in the first round. She'll take on the winner of Castella or Stevens in the second round. Then you got 2 qualifiers going at it. Winner of that match will take on either another qualifier or Alexandrova in the second round. So that little section of the draw could be an interesting section, but I think manageable for Swiatek. Next section of the draw, we've got Haddad Maia, the number 10 seed, taking on Wong. Winner of that will take on either a qualifier or Azarenka. Then you got Rybakina taking on Kalinina. Winner of that will take on the number 8 seed, Ostapenko, in the second round. So Penko and Swiatek, quarterfinal potentially on the cards. The worst quarterfinal matchup you could ask for if you're a Swiatek fan. Of course, Ostapenko is a nightmare. She's also in form, but there are some hurdles for Penko. So maybe Haddad Maia gets through. Maybe Azarenka gets through. Because Azarenka, remember, has never lost to Ostapenko, and Haddad Maia is playing really well right now. All right, next quarter of the draw, we've got Ons Jabeur, number 4 seed. She gets a bye in the first round. She'll take on the winner of Sharenko or Sonmez in the second round. Then we've got Rus taking on Martic. Winner of that will take on either Osaka or the number 15 seed Garcia. And again, that match is a fire matchup, but we just saw it. We saw it in Australia. It was a fire matchup. Garcia played amazing. Osaka just can't take a trick. All right, next section of the draw, we've got Krejcikova, the number 9 seed, taking on Potapova. Winner of that will take on either Kalinskaya or Pliskova in the second round. Then you've got a qualifier taking on Noskova. Winner of that will take on the number 7 seed Sakari in the second round. This section is kind of stacked because, of course, Kalinskaya played well in Australia. Sakari's the high seed. Krejcikova also a high seed. Noskova, like Kalinskaya, played well in Australia. Potapova and Pliskova are no slouches either. So this section is really stacked, and I don't know who's going to get out of this section to play possibly to play against Jabeur in the quarterfinals. So we start at the top of the draw. We've got Swiatek in the semifinals, though. Possibly Swiatek taking on Jabeur, Swiatek taking on Sakari, or if you think Penko can get through, might be Penko taking on Jabeur or Penko taking on Sakari in that semi-final. If you want to dream a little bigger, maybe it could be Swiatek versus Osaka. I mean, if you want to dream big. Bottom half of the draw now, we've got Zhang, the number 5 seed. Gets a bye in the first round. Winner of that will take on either a qualifier or Lynette in the second round. Then you've got a qualifier taking on Badosa. Winner of that will take on either Fernandez or the number 12 seed Samsonova in the second round. Great first round there. Samsonova is playing really well this week. Fernandez, I mean, we know how good she can be. Next section, we've got Navarro, the number 16 seed, taking on Paolini. Winner of that will take on either Stearns or Mertens in the second round. Then you got Gracheva taking on Zhu. Winner of that will take on the number 3 seed, Alina Rybakina. And I got to be honest, chat, Rybakina finally gets a nice draw. Usually it's Rybakina who gets screwed over in these events, but she has the nice draw, and it's good to see. So she should make it through this draw and play possibly Zhang in a quarterfinal, unless something crazy happens, like somebody, pops up and beats her. But I would expect Rybakina to get through this, and the way she's playing this week, you'd expect her to get through the quarterfinals at least. Bottom part of the draw now, you've got Vondrousova, the number 6 seed, gets a bye in the first round. Winner of that will take on either a qualifier or Maria in the second round. Then you got Dolahide taking on Kostyuk. Winner of that will take on either Pavlyuchenkova or the number 11 seed Kazatkina in the second round. Bottom section of the draw, the bottom quarter of the draw. Kudermetova, number 13 seed, gets a qualifier in the first round. Winner of that will take on either Buskova or Kennan in the second round. Then you got Vekic taking on Siniakova. Winner of that will take on the number 2 seed Gauff in the second round. That's an interesting one. Gauff, second seed because Sabalenka pulled out, so probably one of the biggest seeds she's had since being in the top of the game. Kennan's tough, but I think a manageable draw for Gauff. Should get through and possibly play against Kazatkina or Kostyuk. Remember, Gauff-Kostyuk was an epic match, a long match at the Australian Open in the quarters a couple of weeks ago, and possibly in a semi-final down the bottom half of the draw. You could be getting Rybakina taking on Gauff. Great matchup. Only seen it once. Would love to see it again. Or if you want to go with the players that are in a little bit more form, you could go with Zhang and Gauff. Could be a semi-final you could see there in this tournament. If you want to go with Rybakina still, you could go Rybakina taking on maybe Vondrousova if she comes good. Rybakina could take on Qatar, who's playing well this week as well. Or it could be Zhang taking on Qatar if you want to go with some form as well. But, man, what a wild draw. And look, I gotta be honest. I mean, there's a couple of sections there that are really, really tough. For players like Sakri, of course. Swiatek's got some tricky players as well, but I wouldn't say that the top four have a really tough draw. Jaber's got an injury worry. That's something different. But Gauff, Rybakina, Swiatek, they should all be able to get through the first few days. And then once the quarterfinals hit, that's when it's supposed to be hard anyway. But let me know who's going to win, chat. Who is going to win in Doha? Man, what an event. It's a 1,000 event. It's the start of the Desert Double that's coming up over the next couple of weeks.